house I paid for. I'm still number one, but I don't live there anymore. She once turned to me when she was sad and blue. Now you do the little things that I used to do. You help raise my son, but when it's all said and done, you and me, we both know I'm still number one. They say you're a good man in a family kind of way, and they say I should wish you both well. But she knows I'm even better in a very special way. We both know, but she never will tell. She once turned to me when she was feeling blue. Now you do the little things that I used to do. You help raise my son, but when it's all said and done, you and me, we both know I'm still number one. You and me, we both know I'm still number one.
What a song to start a day to celebrate children. That is so crazy, but we chose a song that y'all hadn't heard before, Mr. Ellijay. It's one of those originals that he wrote, and today is a day to celebrate children. So he's somebody's child. His mama's gone to be with Jesus, but I guarantee you that boy was loved because he was mama's boy. So in honor of his sweet mama, we started with somebody's old boy. We're going to talk about some ladies who are celebrating, but I want to show y'all these first. These are so cute. These are when you go to Little Farms, Little Hands Farm on Old Dawsonville Road. This is how you get your dozen eggs, and I love that they have the colors for Easter. I actually used some of those that we're going to show y'all the pictures in a minute because I did a window display of Easter, and these are perfect. But on Facebook, I saw that people are using egg cartons to do a cute little individual charcuterie, and it's so cute because you put a couple of tomatoes, some meat, some cheese in egg cartons, and I thought, is that not the sweetest thing for maybe an Easter brunch? So if you haven't gone to Two Little Hands Farms, it's at the corner of Old Dawsonville and Roy Haynes Drive in Ball Ground, and picked up eggs, you've missed a treat. But pretty soon you're going to be able to pick up plants there because they're having a huge plant sale in just a few weeks. And we're going to show you a video of that in just a little bit. We're going to show you these two little hands that are working at this farm. It's actually 4 little hands now because there are 2 little girls involved. So, but right now we're going to celebrate somebody else's kids. Today is a day to celebrate children. And if you're a mom who lost a child, we're going to celebrate you too today. But we are going to celebrate the Lady Rebels. The Fannin Rebels went to state. They didn't just go to state, they won state. Is that not the coolest thing ever? So these are somebody's children, and so we are celebrating, today is a day of celebrating children. You know, we're approaching that Mother's Day season, and somebody's missing their mom, somebody's missing their child. It's just a time to remember, and so we celebrate. And we celebrate each and every one of these girls and the support they had from their families and the love they had from the community. And you will see the love they had from the community as they came home to a rousing bunch of people who were just so excited. They had a police escort to bring them home, and I think that's pretty cool. This morning I was wanting to call the police on 575 or 515 and tell Gilmer County to get all their finest out there this morning because everybody was driving like maniacs. I don't know why, but everybody was driving like maniacs. So, but don't forget, today we celebrate children, and we start with two little hands, and then we go to a whole bunch of hands that were playing basketball. And we also celebrate the Lady Cougars. The Copper Basin is celebrating the Lady Cougars because guess where they're headed today? They're headed up to Murfreesboro, Tennessee, because they are in for the state championship. And all they have to do is go up there and beat several teams and win it, and you know they can do it. So we hope that they can. And congratulations to all the teams. Pickens girls did great. I mean, it's just been an amazing year to celebrate kids. And so let's celebrate these kids. We're thinking about, it is that time of year that you plant and you plant and you plant. You do your gardening, you prune your stuff, you share. If it's getting too full in your yard and you want to share, you do, and you can call the garden club in Ball Ground and pick up a phone, call Jim Colossa, call one of those guys who does the dig, and share your plants with them because they're going to be having a plant sale the Saturday before Mother's Day. It's always scheduled for the Saturday before Mother's Day, but before that, the Two Little Hands Farm is going to have a plant sale. Theirs are different plants because theirs are the ones like you do hanging baskets or things that you plant in your yard, not the things that come back every year. They have a big variety, so you're going to be able to do that. So we have two plant sales coming up in Ball Ground, and this is local stuff, and both of them are giving back to the community. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. We're about giving back to the community. Now today I have a list, and it's not nearly as long as it should be because as I was writing these down, I said there's so many more that I will forget. But today, as we celebrate children, Kimberly, Lucy, Marianne, Linda, Laura, Shirley, Patricia, Cindy, and I have something in common. We had to say goodbye to our children, and we had to plan a funeral for our child. It might have been cancer, it might have been a drunk driver, it might have been something as horrific as suicide that I dealt with. There's so many reasons that we moms face Mother's Day without our children, but we want to celebrate them. We want to celebrate every child out there. There are children out there whose parents did not live a responsible life and did not take care of those children. Those children need to be celebrated too. There are so many reasons to celebrate children, and in America today, we need to give and do and be there for all children. So today we celebrate children. We're going to show you a video that has original music in it. You've seen it in the past, but when I think about as Mother's Day comes, it's tough. Mother's Day is not always a happy day for so many moms because there's so many moms. When I was thinking about Marianne, she had one child and Michael went to be with Jesus and now she's alone. And it's hard. It's hard. If you have one child, I said I guess I'm blessed because I have children who are surviving, and that is such a blessing. But if you had one child and you lost your one child, that has to be the hardest thing ever. So to Marianne, to Shirley and Ron, to those families who had one child and that child is gone. And you know, I think about Matt Diebler and the fact that they buried little Marie Beth Diebler on that day, and then 3 hours later, the song that you're going to get to hear today, her dad wrote this song, and it's in memory of everybody because the ground is only resurrection ground. And so we're going to celebrate today. We're going to celebrate the memory in the life of everybody who had to say goodbye to their child. Then we're going to come back and we're going to show some happy videos, and we're going to do some music. But first we're going to share some photos, because we have lots and lots of photos from events and things that have happened. Last Thursday we got to go to an event over in Brazelton, Georgia, and Evelyn and I got some pretty awesome awards, and we were really excited. And we got awards because we sell real estate, and this is a piece of property that we just listed. It is on the market. It's a commercial corner in Ball Ground. It's very hard to find a commercial corner in Ball Ground. Well, guess what? We've got one listed. So you can pick up the phone and call us. You know my number, 404-375-0590. To go to this awards, our company is a Christian-based company, and our company founder never does anything without thanking God and giving Him the glory for what we have done. Our company last year did $4.4 billion in a down market in real estate. And according to the statistics, it was a down market. Well, we did 4.4 million or billion, and it's because our company gives the glory to God. And this, everybody should share this photo. Share this photo. This child he is celebrating life today, as he has gone against cancer. I think they said he'd had 13 total surgeries when you think about this, but he's still here. He's still loving life. He's still living life. And so we celebrate him. It's a day to celebrate all children, whether you lost your child when they were in their 40s or in their 30s or in their 19, 20 years old. It doesn't matter. Being a mom, being a dad, when you face these holidays coming without your child, it's pretty tough. It's really, really tough. So, and this is at our awards banquet, and when you see those awards up there, I looked around the room as we were doing the awards, and I realized that our company is truly the American dream, because there's so many people from different nationalities. There's such a variety of people. The company is 26 years old, and some of the agents have actually been with them for 26 years. And I can tell you, when we joined them, I was a little bit scared, because I thought, I don't know anything about these people. Well, I learned quickly that they give God all the glory. And I think that makes the company successful. That makes us feel secure in what we're doing, because we know they have our back. And it's just a great company to work for. So VPR, thank you to Steve, to Jamie, to our amazing broker, Kim. And Kim was raised in Copper Basin. Y'all all know Kim Potter Bird, and she is amazing. Now, these are the eggs that we're celebrating today from the Two Little Hands. The Two Little Hands farm produced those eggs, and you see how yellow they are. There's some cheese in there with them, and there's some country ham in there with them too. But they're just really, really good. And if you're looking for eggs, I did notice yesterday in the dollar store, they were $7.10 a dozen. They're $6 a dozen at Two Little Hands Farm. And they're much, much, much better eggs. We know what they ate, we know where they came from, and we know how they have been cared for. So again, if you are interested in them. And this, if you're in Ball Ground, I used one of their little cartons. I did a window display to honor Easter and to celebrate spring. And so I got one of their cartons, and I thought that was so cute. I put a little chicken in it, and I put a little carrot in it, and just something to celebrate spring. And I used some of Miss Sweet Bonnie Lacey's things that she makes. She does amazing hand painting and hand work and just gorgeous stuff. And I used some of that. And then I got something from Karen that I use. It says Coca-Cola. So we got a variety of stuff. And it started with Coke bottles, because the gentleman who owns this building's dad passed, and he had some antique Coke bottles. And that's kind of what started this trend. And I change it every season. I change it every occasion, except for I'm not changing it for St. Patrick's Day, but I'll change it again, and we'll do it to honor the red, white, and blue after we do the Easter thing. So there you go. And there's that little family, and there's those two little girls, and there's where you get your eggs. So precious, precious family, and teaching those girls, number one, great work ethics, and number two, the food chain. How do you really get the food that goes on your table? Well, they share it with you, and they're going to have all kinds of things going on this spring at the farm, and it's an exciting time to get your children out and teach them a little bit about, yeah, you can prepare what you grew and it can feed your family. So that's pretty awesome, pretty awesome. And there's our award, and we got another one and we didn't get it with us. Our broker's bringing it to us Thursday, but it was pretty awesome, guys. And we got a platinum award, which is a pretty big deal, and I'm very honored to have been in that sales force. So a lot of fun, and thank you to VPR. Okay, I want to share this with you. We haven't talked about this in a while. Drunk driving happens. Holidays happen. Somebody gets out boating on the lake. Somebody goes somewhere and has a big celebration, has a few too many drinks, and there's a horrific accident. It happens every single day in America. There is no reason that anybody should be killed because of drunk driving. Do not drive drunk. We're going to share this special of a very, very special little boy. He was the only child of Ron and Shirley Singleton. They now celebrate that he would be 18 years old. He would be graduating high school. He would be going to college. But instead, they visit a cemetery. And it doesn't matter if it's birthday, Christmas, Mother's Day, whatever. That's how they spend time with their child. That's not fair. So if you're thinking about getting on the road and you drink and drive, shame on you. Give somebody else your keys. Please do not change a family. This morning on the way to work, I almost slammed on my brakes and let somebody buy my Suburban. It was raining, the roads were slick, and everybody was going too fast. And I thought, what is wrong with this world? Slow it down, leave your house a few minutes early, and quit acting crazy. Because when you get on the road and you do something irresponsible, often another family pays the price. So sit back, and if you have DVR, record this and share it with somebody, because this little boy was a very, very special little boy, and his funeral was probably the most packed funeral of anything that the Copper Basin has ever seen. So here we go.
It's Brady's tractor.
I'm sorry, Brady.
Today is 16.
My goodness, just look at that. My
You
goodness.
want it off?
Want it off? Want it off? My goodness.
Gonna get it out.
There's
let him
Brady's
ride
brand
it.
new tractor. Today is September 16th, 2007.
Wow.
3-year-old Brady getting his first tractor.
Let me set you on now. Don't put your foot on that right there for a minute until I show you what to do. All right. Now then, let me get him up there. Now then.
Death is a dread for everyone, but it is surely going to come unless the Lord makes his return before we die. Oh, and I'm not afraid to face that grave, for very soon there will come a day. It's not a grave, it's just a place to spend the night. It's just a place to spend the night, a place to rest before my flight. Morning will come with a shout of my King, and then I will rise so high above the clouds and beyond the sky. It's not a grave, it's just a place to spend the night. Oh, there is a thought that cheers me on. It'll bring you comfort
God made a promise there would come, and into this night He'll send down His Son to gather us in, those He has saved, redeemed from their sins, and the children who sleep. Praise God, they will be the very first ones to rise. It's just a place to spend the night, place to rest before my flight. Morning will come with a shout of my King, and then I will rise so high above the clouds and beyond the sky. It's not a grave, it's just a place to spend the night. It's not a grave, it's just a place to spend the night.
We come here often where our loved ones lay. It seems like yesterday we joined hands to pray. How sweet it would be if we were standing round when this cold grave, it turns to resurrection ground. Resurrection ground. No more graves allowed.
Where's the horse?
It's a big horse, isn't it?
With Jesus will be for all eternity. This is not the end. It's resurrection ground. Resurrection ground. No more graves allowed. We'll meet them in the air. No more parting there. With Jesus we'll be for all eternity. This is not the end. It's resurrection ground. This is not the end. It's resurrection ground. You know, I thank the Lord for songs with meaning. That's why I love singing with the Inspirations, because we have a message, not just music. Back in 1992, my brother and his wife had to go through the deepest valley they'd ever been through and ever will go through. They had a little 3-year-old girl that one week she was playing in my backyard with my little 3-year-old girl. And just the following week, we had no idea that she'd be rushed to the hospital. Just as normal as any child playing in my backyard one week, the next week rushed into the emergency room. 2 days later, going through a major brain surgery, having a tumor. Through complications and different things that took place, the Lord saw fit to take little Marie Beth Dibler home. Just a matter of weeks, just a matter of days. But you know, a couple days later, we had to go out to the graveyard and see a little white 48-inch casket. Some of you have been there. We had to watch that casket go down under the ground, and I thought, what could I say to my brother? I wanted to be an encouragement to him. But although I didn't have the words to say, I'm glad that God still gives a song in the darkest night. We want you to listen to this last verse again, because this is the song in his darkest night that God gave my brother the day, the very day that he buried his 3-year-old daughter.
Oh, buddy.
We come here often where our loved ones lay. It seems like yesterday we joined hands to pray. How sweet it would be if we were standing round when this cold grave, it turns to resurrection ground. Resurrection ground. No more graves allowed. we'll meet them in the air. No more parting there. With Jesus we'll be for all eternity. This is not the end, it's resurrection ground. This is not the end, it's resurrection ground.
Ready for Kong?
King Kong.
Wow.
That was good. More?
What?
Yes. Wow.
Car?
How about
Yes.
those big dinosaurs that are in Kong?
Dinosaur? Oh,
Wow.
that was scary.
Golly, that was scary.
I want
Okay.
to see another dinosaur. All right, let's see it.
Dinosaur.
Whoa, that was so scary.
And King Kong.
Sometimes life's hard to understand. How a light just keeps on burning while another candle ends. And how a smile can change it all, I remember. And how there's hope after a fall. Now and ever, I see him smiling there, and you see him everywhere. And I can almost hear him now singing, Jesus loves me, this I know. His eye is on the sparrow. And Jesus loves me, Mommy and Daddy, you know that. One day we'll laugh and play like yesterday and now. And Jesus loves me, this I know. I'll see you on the morrow. When darkness settles across the sky, the bright and morning star will still shine bright. And he holds him in his arms of love, forever sheltered. An angel sigh from up above. The storms are weathered. We see him smiling there. You see him everywhere. And I can almost hear him now singing. And Jesus loves me, this I know. His eye is on the sparrow. And Jesus loves me, Mommy and Daddy, you know that. One day we'll laugh and play like yesterday and now. And Jesus loves me, this I know. I'll see you on the morrow. I'll see you on the morrow. Jesus loves me, this I know. His eyes on the sparrow. And Jesus loves me, Mommy, I know. And Daddy, you know that. When Jesus loves me, this I know. His eyes on the sparrow. And Jesus loves me, Mommy, I know. And Daddy, you know that. One day we'll laugh and play like yesterday and now. And Jesus loves me, this I know. I'll see you on the morrow. See you on the morrow. Jesus loves me, this I know. His eye is on the sparrow. Jesus loves me, Mommy and Daddy, you know. I'll see you on the morrow, I know.
Whether you're in the mood for chicken strips, a delicious burger, our classic banana split, or an upside-down thick blizzard treat, we've got you covered. Hot and fresh food every day, every time. And delicious DQ soft serve make the perfect pair at your favorite place. Not fast food, fan food fast. Your Blue Ridge, Ellijay, and Jasper Dairy Queens are your meet, eat, and treat headquarters.
Thank you for choosing DQ. How may I serve you?
Elmer loves to giggle. Elmer's mommy taught him that laughing can help when you have a big feeling, like when you feel happy. Make sure to celebrate when you're happy and laugh it out. Love your mind.
Welcome to our ETC Game of the Week. From McDaniel. That one is poked out in the eye.
That one hits him in the head.
From Crisp. That one.
3-2.
Good lick.
Y'all come by and see us anytime you can.
Whether you're swimming in the sea or splashing in the pool, making a masterpiece, or just making memories, writing a great American novel, or writing your term paper that's due tomorrow. Whatever you do in life, Farmers is here to protect it. For all your insurance needs, call Donald Curtis in Blue Ridge.
Today, we are celebrating children, and we hope we have some really good news. I told you a few weeks ago, we asked you, please pray for Aaron. He came out here while we were talking about the hospital in Blue Ridge, and we're just talking about medical things, and he was talking about the fact that he needed a liver. He needs a liver to live, and this weekend, we hope that there's some good news. So please pray for him. You know, those organ transplants, sometimes they are completely successful, sometimes not so much. Sometimes they have to do it again and again. So please, please, please pray for Aaron. He has been working here for quite a while, and he was out a long time last year as they were trying to find a liver and trying to stabilize him. So now, please pray that a miracle has happened. So pray, pray, pray that this is the news that we were all waiting for. He's somebody's child too. When we look at today as we celebrate children, we celebrate the life that you lived with your child, we celebrate every moment that you spent with your child, and we celebrate, if your child is gone from you, the amazing memories that you have. And I look at Cindy, I look at Marianne, I look at Linda, I look at so many of us who will celebrate what they did and what they accomplished while they were here. For a long, long time, we would end the program with looking on the bright side, and Kaylee Shea Quinton gave me so much to live for as I listened to her music, because I hit the dumps when I lost my child. Then I would listen to this happy song, and the bright side kept me going. So today, as we end the program, you're going to get to hear that. But right now, we're going to share some more music that you might be a little bit familiar with. You might know First Day, you might know the Parton family, you might know Mr. Ellijay, and you know that these mountains are full of amazing musicians, amazing songwriters, and amazing folks who just make you feel better. So we hope today's program will give you a little encouragement, a little something to think about, because maybe we've seen a miracle from the Lord when we think about the fact that Aaron is a very small guy and it was very hard to find a liver that was compatible for him. Prayers work. Prayers work. So here we go. We're going to share a little bit of music with y'all, and let's just sit back and just feel good today.
There's a window into heaven. I can close my eyes and see where there are no earthly struggles, and the soul there is set free. Yeah, sing it, Joe. Where the deaf and dumb are shouting, 'cause the blind can finally see. Yeah. And those crippled legs are dancing. Yeah. Out across that crystal sea. Now there's a special place in heaven. Listen, y'all. Where those unborn babies play, and they're rocked in arms by mamas whose chance had slipped away. And all those unwanted children, yeah, say my daddy, he's the king. And there's smiles on all their faces as they spin around and sing. And don't that sound like heaven? And don't that sound like home, where the Son of God is reigning, and our tears are finally gone? Listen now. Don't that sound like heaven? Don't that sound like home? Darkness there is overtaken by the light that's always on. Price of heaven, it's expensive. Oh, but don't worry about the cost, 'cause it was paid in full by Jesus when he hung there on that cross. And all those things he promised,
the precious blood he shed. And don't that sound like heaven? And don't that sound like home, where the Son of God is reigning, and our tears are finally gone? And don't that sound like heaven? And don't that sound like home? Darkness there is overtaken by the light that's always on. The darkness there is overtaken by the light that's always on. We hope you like it. It's called I Can Hardly Wait. 1, 2, 3. Red fade made a crippled man get up and walk again. Gave sight to the blind man with a touch of your hand. You were 3 days in the tomb. You raised Lazarus from the dead. Fed a multitude of thousands. 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread. You're the I'm following the one who knows the way. If I keep my eyes on Jesus, I'll never stray. He's trod the way before me, and my Lord makes no mistakes. I'm following the one who knows the way. When I reach old Jordan's river, 'twill seem dark and drear, but I won't need to worry, for my Jesus is near. He'll lead me across the water, and I'll not be afraid, 'cause I'm following the one who knows the way. I'm following the one who knows the way. If I keep my eyes on Jesus, I'll never stray. He's trod the way before me, and my Lord makes no mistakes. I'm following the one who knows the way. He's trod the way before me, and my Lord makes no mistakes. I'm following the one who knows the way. Who knows the
Just a little taste of what you're going to get on April the 5th at the Kimsey Ridge Sing. I cannot wait for y'all to get to see the Partons live. Let me tell you a little quick story about the Partons. We were doing a benefit to raise Christmas awareness for children in Eastern Kentucky, and I reached out to the Partons. This was many years ago, and I reached out to the Partons and I said, hey, we're going to Kentucky. We're taking the motorhome full of toys. Our community came together. Your businesses brought me toys. You brought me toys. So many people brought us toys. Our viewers brought us toys. And the Partons gave of themselves to go with us and do amazing music for people who stood out in 26-degree weather waiting for us to distribute the things that were taken there. There were so many people involved in that, and it was amazing. And Larry, who was one of the founders of this event, actually passed away just a few years after that. And I think about, we don't know what tomorrow's going to bring, but while we're here today, we have the ability to give to someone else. And if you're not a donor on your driver's license, please think about that seriously. Become a donor, because that's how lives are saved. Somebody's child is alive today because they got a kidney. Somebody's child is alive today because they got a liver. Somebody's child is alive. I was able to donate my daughter's eyes. That's all I could donate. But it helped somebody to have sight, and that's what it's about. When we're gone, we want to have a memory of us here, and that's a great way to give life. So please consider being a donor. We're also going to talk in the near future about a blood drive that goes on every single year, and it is in memory of a precious little boy down in Pickens County who went to be with Jesus way too soon, and we'll share that with you in a day or so. But right now, we're going to two of my favorite songs. You're going to get to hear Mr. Ellijay as he does Daddy's Lunchbox. But we're going to end with a song that got me through some very, very hard days, and it's called Bright Side. So here we go.
Y'all want to do one for AIM? This one's for Daddy. Abraham. The oak tree sure has grown, And my, how time has flown since we walked together on this land. I still love Daniel Boone, and I stare up at the moon when I remember times you came to see the band. My favorite childhood thrill was to meet you on the hill when you came home from the sawmill every day. You never let me down, and you never wore a frown. You always found a way to smile and say, I saved a biscuit for your son, and up that rocky hill I'd run to the old oak tree up by the washing stand. Things were really different then, but I'll always remember when I took your big black lunchbox from your hand. Memory of you, Dad, of all the happy times we had when everything was simple back at home. But the ages rolled away those days, and the family has parted ways. Words can leave things empty, and hearts can roam. Well, I've seen more days without you now than I saw while you were with me. And Daddy, I sure hope you understand. I thank you for the biscuits, Dad, and I thank you for the smile you had as I took your big black lunchbox from your hand. You saved a biscuit for your son, and up that rocky hill I'd run to the old oak tree up by the washing stand. Things are really different now, but I'll always remember how I took your big black lunchbox from your hand. Oh, Dewey sure has grown, and my was born. Since we walked together on this land, there stands the old oak tree and a precious memory where I took your big black lunchbox from your hand.